Thank you for joining me for some slow and gentle sun salutations. So this might be a good way for you to get your day started, your morning started, or it might be a good way for you to stretch and center before you go to bed, or it might just be a good pick-me-up for the middle of the day. So we'll do, it's about 5 or 6 sun salutations, and then maybe a little bit of stretching on the ground, and then I'll throw in another final relaxation there for you if you want to take it. You don't have to. Remember, any of this stuff, do whatever you can do it to whatever ability you can do, and use as many props as you would like to use. For today's class, you'll need your mat, some blocks, a strap, and if you want to, if your mobility, if you need more help with your mobility, go ahead and grab some chairs and put some chairs around you. So see how I have my mat? Maybe put a chair on either side of your mat, so then you can use that as you go too, because that might help you with some stability and also with being able to stretch a little deeper. So again, use whatever you need to use to make this work for you. This is your time, and you are doing such an awesome job at doing some self-care, taking care of yourself. Have a great rest of your day, or morning, or night, or afternoon, and we'll see you guys in class. All right. So let's go ahead, find a quiet space in your mind. Find a comfortable space where you're seated. Find a cat. Sit it up tall. Let's go ahead and roll our shoulders out. Good, and then rolling them the other way. And then maybe trying to get up a little bit taller, so lifting that torso a little bit taller, the crown of the head a little bit taller. Let's drop our chin to chest, and then taking our eyes to the sky, and then maybe right up to our eyelids, eyebrows, but not lifting our head all the way back, just up. And then drop that chin again, and lift that head up, eyes to the sky, and drop that chin, and lift that head up, take those eyes tall. Good, let's bring this back to center, drop one ear towards one shoulder. And then let's take that to the other side, other ear towards shoulder. And then bring this center. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up towards the sky. And then exhale and press those arms down. And inhale and lift it, reach it up. And exhale and press down. And inhale and lift. And as we exhale, let's go and clasp our hands behind us. Open our chest. Go and drop that chin. Lengthen through those arms, through that neck, through that chest. Good. Let's lift our head center. Let's take our hands over to right waist, and then squeeze our elbow back towards the midline of the body, or back towards your spine. Good. And then let's take this to the other side. So taking that other side, elbow going back towards that spine. Good, and then behind us, and you can release those arms. Again, let's inhale and sweep it up. And then exhale and press it down. And inhale and lifting up. And exhale and press down. Again, let's clasp our hands behind. Open up our chest. This time let's look forward and kind of up. So actually up. Opening that up. And now let's drop our chin to chest. And bring that head center. Bending at the elbows, release the arms. Inhale and lift. And then exhale and press. And inhale and lift. And exhale and press. And inhale and lift. Let's hold our hands at the top, clasp our hands, palms face the ceiling, and then let's go ahead and make some space here. Between those ribs, lengthen through that spine, reach up through those arms, sitting in nice and tall. Let's inhale here. And as we exhale, sigh it out. And inhale. And exhale, sigh it out. Inhale. And exhale, sigh it out. And inhale. And exhale, sigh it out. And release our arms down towards either the floor or your knees, wherever arms feel most comfortable. And again, let's drop our ear to shoulder. As we're doing that, now this arm, left arm, we want it to become heavy so that we get an extra stretch now on that neck. Let's drop our chin to chest. And then other ear to shoulder. And this time, right arm, think about that being very heavy so that you can get a stretch right there. The right side of that neck. And drop that chin to chest. Good, let's go ahead and give our necks a roll. So nice half neck rolls right here. Shoulder, chest, shoulder. And as you are doing that, imagining that both of your arms are now very heavy so that your neck can get a very long stretch there. Good, let's go ahead and drop that chin to chest. Lift our head up and look over to the right. Think about chin going all the way over that shoulder. Eyes go back a little bit further. Let's take our left hand onto that right thigh, right hand behind us, and let's go ahead and lift up a little taller and get a deeper twist here. So we'll breathe it 3 times here. Inhale it deeply, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale. And as we exhale, let's bring this back to center. And then let's slowly take it to the other side. Chin's going to go over shoulder. Eyes are going to go back a little further. Let's take our right hand to left thigh, left hand behind us. And lift this side up a little taller. Get a deeper twist here. And we've got 3 breaths here. Inhale it deeply. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale, and inhale, and as we exhale, let's bring ourselves back to center, reaching up through our arms, and then release them down, and one more time, let's reach up, hold it at the top, let's drop our right arm, and reach that over, lengthening through the left side of the body. Breathing deeply here so that you can really lengthen through that torso, making space again in the rib cage. Let's inhale and lift this up, and then drop, other side, reach. Good, lifting up one more time each side. Reach that over. And then lift this up. And reaching over, and lift this up, and then let's release. Let's go ahead. Blocks up there for our sun salutations. So getting ready for our sun salutations, we'll go into our first downward facing dog. Let's curl our toes under and keep our knees bent as we go into our first down dog. So we're going to lift our tail to the sky like a nice stink bug here. So lifting that up, tails high, lengthen through our torso, relax through that head and neck. Go ahead and nod that head yes, and shaking that head no. And then let's begin to pedal our feet, dropping those heels towards the floor. And then finding some stillness right here in this down dog. So kind of pressing our heels towards the floor as much as possible. And again, relaxing that head and neck. Let's lift up on our toes, heels high, and let's drop both of our heels over to the right. Lift this back up and drop both of our heels over to the left. Lift this back up and let's walk our feet to meet our hands to standing forward fold at the front edge of our mat. So once we get there, you can use blocks if that's what you're going to use today. You can grab those. You don't have to. You can use whatever works for you. You can even have chairs by you as well. So let's go ahead and do our standing forward fold, and we can stand like a rag doll right here, allowing our arms and our upper body to dangle. So if that means having those knees bent, if that feels best for you, then go for that. Sometimes just so that you can get that head nice and low. Then let's take opposite elbow with the opposite hand and frame that head. Nice heavy upper body. Pressing through toes, pressing through heels. Releasing our arms. Let's inhale it into monkey, flattening the back and looking forward. So let's keep it in a nice flat back here. And then release it into our standing forward fold. Inhale monkey, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up towards the sky. Let's exhale it around into chair. Good. Inhale and lift up towards the sky. And then let's exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale it into monkey, flattening the back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms all the way up towards the sky. Exhale it around into chair. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale into monkey, flattening that back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Right foot is going to stay forward. Our left foot is going to go back into a nice lunge here. You can take left hand on the floor, on the block, on a chair, whatever you need for the height that you need. And we'll do our first spinal twist right here. Lengthen through that. Breathe into this. Very nice. And bring ourselves back to center. Let's go ahead and take our right foot back to meet our left foot into top of plank. So we'll take ourselves all the way back there in that top of plank, holding here in a nice strong plank. Shoulders are away from our ears. Trying to think of our back as nice and flat instead of, we're not in a down dog yet, but we're in a nice flat back, a nice strong balance right here. Drop to the fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, and then let's slowly take our heart to the floor, and then heart up off of the floor, eyes to the sky. Curl our toes under. Let's press ourselves up into a nice downward facing dog, so lift that up. Relax your head and neck here, and breathe in this nice down dog. Good. Let's center our weight and lift our right leg up. So we've got our three-legged down dog. With that right leg in the air, let's go ahead and rotate the ankle one way. And then rotate the ankle the other way. Good. Let's go ahead and bring our right leg back down into our downward facing dog, so meeting back at that left. Walk both of our feet to meet our hands. Standing forward fold, front edge of our mats. Let's inhale into monkey, flattening the back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up towards the sky. Exhale it around into chair. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale into monkey, flattening the back and looking forward. Exhale, release. Let's take our left foot forward. Right foot goes back into lunge. Right hand can be on the floor, on the block, on a chair. Again, however high or low you would like to make your lunge. And then our spinal twist onto the side, breathing this here. bring this back to center. Let's take our left foot back to meet our right foot to top of plank. So nice back into that strong plank. Let's shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, slowly lower heart to the floor, and then heart comes off of the floor. Curl our toes under, lift and press up, downward facing dog. Lift that and breathe it here. Let's center our weight. So we've got our 3-leg down dog right here, lifting our left leg this time. Let's go and rotate that ankle one way. And now rotate it the other way. And then bring that left foot back to meet that right foot into our downward facing dog. Walk both of our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold, front edge of the mat. Inhale, flattening our backs and looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms up towards the sky. Exhale that around into chair. Inhale and lift this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale it into monkey, flattening the back, looking forward. Exhale, release, right foot forward, left foot back. We're going to do our spinal twist once again. So having that left hand either on the floor or the block, let's twist that, breathe. Good, bring this back to center. Instead of going back, we're going to go ahead and drop our back heel. So dropping our left heel, and let's strongly bring ourselves up into our warrior one. So bringing ourselves up, lengthen through that, lengthen through the arms. Nice strong balance here, good. Breathing through that. Let's open into proud warrior. Let's drop our back arm, palm up, and reach through this reverse warrior. And then let's go ahead and windmill our arms down towards the floor. Take our right foot back to meet our left foot to top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl toes, and let's slowly lower it down. Heart to the floor, heart off of the floor. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe. Walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold. Inhaling it into monkey, flattening the back, looking forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep our arms towards the sky. Exhale, around into chair. Good, inhale and lift this up. And exhale, dive it down and over. Inhale, monkey, flattening the back, looking forward. Exhale, release, left foot forward, or right foot forward, left foot back. No, left foot forward, right foot back. When I say right, I mean left. And we'll take it to the other side. Spinal twist here, lengthen through that. And then let's release, drop our back foot very strongly. Let's bring ourselves up into our warrior one. Good, very nice. And then let's open into proud warrior. Good, face is relaxed, but body is strong here. Dropping our back arm, palm up, reach through this reverse warrior. Good, and let's go ahead and windmill our arms down towards the floor. Let's take our left foot back to meet our right foot at top of plank. Shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl those toes. Let's slowly take the heart to the floor, and then heart comes off of the floor. Let's curl our toes, lift and press, downward facing dog, and breathe this here. Maybe nodding the head yes, or shaking that head no. Walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward fold, front edge of our mat. Let's inhale and sweep our arms up towards the sky. Exhale, dive it down and over, both feet back to top of plank. Shift the weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl toes. Let's take ourselves down, heart to the floor, heart off of the floor. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog. Lift this up and breathe. Walk our feet to meet our hands, standing forward, fold, front edge of the mat. And again, let's sweep our arms up towards the sky. And let's exhale, dive it down and over. Let's take our right foot forward and our left foot back. Let's drop our back heel and bring ourselves back into warrior one. So coming up, warrior one. Good. Open this into proud warrior. Release through our front legs. So both of our legs are now straight. And let's go ahead and take our hip back towards the back of the room as we hinge our front torso going towards the other side. So if you want to use a block here, you can, or you can have your hand on your shin. But we're thinking about our torso as lengthening. Glutes are lengthening towards one side of the room, top of the head, and shoulders are lengthening towards the other side. So getting a nice long torso here as we go into that triangle. And breathe it here. Good, let's bring ourselves up. We're going to switch our feet. So we're going to take it over to the other side. We're going to hinge our hip over, and now our head is going to go to this side of the room, and glutes going to go to that side. Taking ourselves down and triangle on this other side. So think about lengthening on this other side now. So reaching through that. Bringing ourselves up, bending through that knee, that front knee. So it's now we're on our left knee, bending through that. So now we're in warrior two on that other side. And we're going to take it into warrior one on this other side. So now we've gone to the other side of the room. Very nice. Breathing into this. And then let's release this. Take our foot back to meet the other foot to top of plank. Let's shift our weight forward, drop to fronts of the knees, uncurl our toes, and then let's slowly take heart to the floor and then heart off of the floor. Curl our toes under, lift and press, downward facing dog. Lift that up and breathe. Maybe again nodding your head or shaking your head. If there's any tension in your neck or upper back. Let's bring this back into plank. Drop to fronts of our knees, uncurl our toes, slowly lower heart to the floor, and then heart comes off of the floor a little bit. And we're going to bring ourselves into Sphinx pose. So turn here. So in Sphinx, we're up on those elbows. Eyes are to the sky. Breathing it here. So we're getting a nice back bend here, a nice little modified cobra. If you feel that you'd like to go a little further, maybe you can snake yourself up with lengthening through those arms. But staying in that Sphinx is perfect as well. But trying to get our eyes to the tops of our eyebrows or towards the sky, getting that wonderful stretch in that low back. And then let's go ahead and release this down. Let's do a little more strengthening in our back. So let's lift our left hand and our right leg, or left arm and our right leg. So we'll go ahead and lift that leg. We're lifting it from our glute and our low back. And then let's lift our left arm. So we're holding that up and breathing that here. Release this and take it to the other side. So right arm, left leg. And release. One more time each side. So left arm and right leg. Lift this up. Breathe through this strengthening. And release. Other side. Lift up through right arm, left leg. And release. Take hands by chest. Press ourselves back into child's pose. And stretch back into that. Relax back into that child's pose. Breathing it here. Good. Let's once again walk our hands over to the right and sit our left glute to our left heel. So we'll stretch that out again on that left side. And then walk over to left, right glute to right heel, and stretch through that. The other. So grabbing whatever you need for final relaxation as we move into that. Lengthening through that body, reaching through that, adding an inch to your height, lifting that low back up off the floor. Reaching right, reaching left. That body is nice and light and floating as the lungs and the rib cage are full of air. And then when you are ready, begin to slowly exhale, allowing that air to come out and allowing your body to sink into the floor. So finding whatever feels comfortable for you here, however your final relaxation feels best. If you need to bend your knees, if you need to lay on your side, however it feels best for you. But as you're beginning to sink and settle and quiet that mind and quiet that body, mentally scanning over your body. So you might want to imagine that you're floating above your body, that you can look down onto yourself, and then giving yourself a scan from your toes, working up towards your shins, towards your knees, towards your hips, pelvis, belly, rib cage, scanning all the way up, almost like an infrared scan, and checking if there's any tension, any tightness, any soreness, any aches, any pains, or is there any anxiety hidden anywhere? Is there any mental tension hidden anywhere? Is there any stress? Recognizing those things and not panicking about them, but just recognizing, being curious, and allowing yourself to deal with those things later in a few minutes after you've fully relaxed and let yourself release and get this quiet time that you deserve after the hard work you just did. Breathing deep, let your breath move over you and through you and around you. Slowly and gently begin to bring your thoughts back to the present. Begin to bring your body back to the present. And finding a seated form that feels comfortable and strong. Sitting that up a little taller. Head is lifted towards the sky. Let's inhale and sweep our arms towards the ceiling. Bring our palms together, dropping hands down in front of the heart. Eyes follow our fingers, chin to chest. Let's lift our head center, taking fingers to forehead. As we leave today, let us think thoughts of truth and thoughts of love, thoughts that are kind and thoughts that are pure, thoughts that encourage and uplift and do not discourage or tear down. Taking fingers to the lips. As we leave today and speak with others, let us speak words of love and words of truth, words that encourage and uplift and do not discourage or tear down. Take hands to heart. As we leave today, let our lives be a light of truth and a light of love, having hearts of compassion and mercy, knowing that we have not been given a spirit of fear, but the spirit of love and a sound and peaceful mind. Deep inhale and cleansing exhale and namaste. Thank you guys for joining me.